Is a trip to Iran in your near future? Or perhaps you're just curious about the history and culture of this fantastic nation? Listed here are some interesting trivia about Iran that you probably didn't know. The proverb from Saadi Shirazi, Saadi, goes, "Knowledge is the feathers that give flight to the traveler." This aphorism, attributed to Saadi Shirazi, also known as Saadi, the master of speech, dates back to the 12th century, but it is just as relevant today as it was then. Iran, the birthplace of the Persian Empire, is a fascinating country for any international traveler to see. Iranian kindness and the warmth of the locals will quickly make Iran a new top tourist destination, despite what you may have heard. The people, the beaches, the architecture, the food, and so much more in Iran are all worth exploring. The allure of visiting Iran is growing in light of the landmark nuclear agreement that was just reached by the country. Iran has a lot to offer, despite what you may have heard. For your edification, we have compiled some interesting facts about the Middle East's second-largest country that you might not have known before. 1. The skill of being nice is a Persian tradition. It's likely that if you take a taxi in Iran, the driver will refuse to accept your payment. Going into a store and making a purchase is the same. Baffled? Tarof, as a cultural practice, represents Iran's unique approach to social graces. To receive this freebie, all you have to do is act civilly. It's about suppressing your desire to make the other person happy, and it applies to pretty much any social setting. Let's say you receive a dinner invitation. It is proper etiquette to politely decline an offer, even if the host insists, so that you can politely decline again. Yes, it can be uncomfortable, but remember that 3 tries out of 4 usually results in a successful agreement. 2. Kindness and decorum are highly appreciated. What you might find at a home-cooked Iranian lunch. To begin the odyssey at sunrise, the best of Iranian food may be found in the homes of ordinary Iranians, so consider yourself lucky if you ever get an invitation to dinner there. Here are some helpful hints about how to behave at an Iranian table so that you can impress your hosts. 1. There won't be any tables available. Persians typically eat while seated on the floor, often without the use of cutlery. Whether or not you have these, use just your right hand when eating. It is nice to accept any food and drink offered to you, though it is okay to politely decline once or twice, and it is also appropriate to sample a little bit of everything. By the time it's over, you will have eaten till you could hardly move. Iranians take great pride in going above and above for their visitors, and they often provide more food than anyone can possibly consume. However, this can be quickly resolved by simply indicating that you are full by leaving some food on your plate. Third, it's difficult to break ingrained routines. The rial is the official currency of Iran, but you'll quickly learn that the toman is the de facto currency in use everywhere. Try not to freak out. You won't have to make a mad dash to the currency exchange. Before 1932, the toman was Iran's currency. The rial, introduced at a rate of 1 to 10, replaced it. To convert a toman price to rials, just multiply it by 10. Those guys didn't invent the nose job, but they might as well have. 4. Pole photo and panos. If you can believe it, Iran has the highest per capita rate of rhinoplasty in the entire globe. While the hijab's emphasis on the face may have something to do with the obsession with getting the perfect nose, the issue goes beyond superficial appearances. Having one is a sign of riches and social status for Persian women and some males. As a matter of fact, the surgery is so sought after that many patients keep their bandage on long after they have recovered, and some people even wear fakes, just to prove they have had the procedure done. 5. A child at heart. Iran is one of the world's oldest civilizations, with its history extending back tens of thousands of years. The modern inhabitants, however, are by no means ancient. Approximately 60% of Iranians are under 30. 6. Freerunning has reached a fever pitch pole photo and panos. So in their spare time, what do all these young folks do? Parkour, the urban obstacle course training sport, has been quite the fad in Iran since it first gained popularity there in 2002. Many girls also join, wearing modern and comfortable hijab gear, which makes their participation somewhat more covered than that of the young males who train in small clubs and public parks and then display their skills in the streets. 7. There are other features than dune fields, mountains in the Alborz range that surround Tehran. To the ninja or Ninara, you would be mistaken to assume that Iran consists exclusively of barren desert landscapes. Several ski resorts may be found in the Alborz Mountains, which are only a few hours away from Tehran, and the country has a plethora of mountains and half a dozen volcanoes. Dizin and Shemshak are the two most popular ski areas. The highest point of Dizin is 8,700 feet, making it higher than the highest European resort. Shemshak may be a little lower, but its slopes are much steeper and more difficult, making it ideal for snowboarders and expert skiers. They're not quite up to the European level for modernity or size, but they're also not nearly as crowded. In number 8, cheetahs find the area to be quite appealing. Carnivorous cats settling in for the night. Ghostly peanut. However, there is a great deal of sand. Specifically, the Asiatic cheetah's last known home is the vast desert of Iran. The number of wild Asian cheetahs, which are slightly smaller than their African counterparts, is thought to be around 50. The good news is that their population is growing. 9. Spices are more valuable than gold. Herbs and spices for sale. Caviar is the most costly food in the world, and Iran exports more of it than any other country. Iran is also the source of the world's rarest and most expensive caviar. Almaz caviar, which is made from the eggs of beluga fish that are anywhere from 60 to 100 years old, fetches an astounding $31,000 per kilo. Even more impressive is the fact that Iran produces 90% of the world's saffron, which at 40 pounds a gram can fetch a price higher than that of precious metals like gold. This industry has roots in Iran that stretch back more than 3,000 years. In late October and early November, you can take a tour of a farm and see hundreds of purple saffron flowers being picked. If you can't make there at that time, you can buy your red gold fix at one of the Tavazo stores in Tehran. In number 10, they boast the oldest continuously running windmills in the world. East Persians, approximately 500 to 900 AD, invented the first functional windmills for grinding grain or drawing water. Some of these horizontal windmills, constructed from clay, straw, and wood, have been in operation for generations in the windy town of Nashtifen, not far from the Afghan border. Are you getting interested on Iran now? Stay tuned to watch more.